Welcome back to the Plan B podcast part 4. I'm Amir Farhangi and I am so excited to have you here today. And this week we are diving into a topic that is close to my heart and central to the Plan B methodology, which is journaling. Now, you know what some of you might be thinking, that journaling is just writing down thoughts, but trust me, it is so much more. It is a tool, a life-changing tool that can help you reflect, plan, and grow. And don't worry, it isn't about writing pages and pages every day. We encourage even a single sentence that can unlock incredible clarity inside some of the topics that we are dealing on a daily basis. But before we get into it, grab your favorite drink, maybe a pen and notebook, and get ready to explore how journaling can transform you and your life and open new possibilities in your development. Oh, and one more thing. If you are enjoying this podcast, make sure you follow me on Instagram. It is #AmirFarhangi, and share it with your friends and help me to grow this amazing community together. Let's start with why journaling is such an important part of the Plan B foundations. If you've been following along the podcast or the blogging website, you know we've already covered key pillars like energy and state management, such as movement, physiology. We covered self-positive talk, and we covered mindfulness. Now, journaling ties all of these elements together. It's where you reflect on your mindfulness practice, track your progress with self-positive talk, and plan your daily actions to align with your goals. Think of journaling as your personal guide, a way to connect with yourself, your plans, and your emotions. It's both a mirror and also a roadmap. And the best part, that it is adaptable. You can make it work for your lifestyle and for your needs. And again, think of journaling as your personal guide, way to connect with yourself, your plan, and your emotions. It's both a mirror and a roadmap, like I said, and you can actually use the journaling to have that self-positive talk and reflect on some of the events that happened through the day and apply the learning for the day after. In fact, within the Plan B methodology, journaling serves as a practical tool that integrates all the elements of the system into your daily life. It helps you apply the learning effectively and work toward the objectives and milestones you've set for yourself. Journaling acts as a check-in point, a moment to align with your evolving identity and the coach mechanism that supports your growth. We will explore more of this coach mechanism in future episodes. And it ensures that you remain mindful of key aspects of life, managing your emotional states, staying motivated, and continuously developing your skills, all while progressing through your plans and objectives. But let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet. I understand that Plan B methodology hasn't been fully explained to everyone. And that's why I'm so excited about the upcoming book and the training resources I'll be providing on the website. These will make the benefits of the methodology accessible to everyone and help bring meaningful growth to our community. One thing I'm particularly thrilled about is that the toolkit that comes with the methodology, and it will be available on the website for free, so you can download, print, and use it as part of your journey. This is a step towards making the methodology practical and easy to integrate into your daily life. So let's back to that question of why and how of journaling. Why journaling matters. Journaling is so much more than putting words on paper. It's a practice of reviewing, reflecting, and resetting your life. And here is why it is powerful. Journaling helps you look forward, look back, and look inside. These three perspectives create a complete picture of your life and guide you towards improvement. Let me break it down into more details when I say it helps you look forward or look back or look inside of your life. So first, journaling helps you plan your day and what's coming up. What are your priorities? What is the to-do list? What outcomes do you want? I like to think of this as a designing your day. And you're not just listing tasks, you're visualizing success. And research shows that visualization improves performance and reduces stress because your brain is already primed for those moments. And of course, we know by listing the to-do list or the list of the main actions, we already reduce that level of anxiety that we might have in our modern lives. For example, let's say you have an important meeting today. In your journal, you might write, what's my goal for the meeting? How do I want to feel when it's over? And what steps can I take to ensure success? By doing this, you're mentally rehearsing the moment, and when the time comes, you feel prepared and confident. And one more thing, balance is key. Have you heard of some of the rules, like 3x8 rules, that 8 hours of work, 8 hours of rest, and 8 hours of personal growth and connections? So you can plan that as well in your journaling when you are planning ahead, when you use your journal to plan ahead. So use journaling to create this balance and write down your priorities for work, but don't forget your health, your hobbies, and relationships. And the next step, I said, it's also a tool to look back, to reflect on your day, your previous day. So journaling lets you reflect on your day. What went well? What didn't? What did you learn? As John Maxwell says, sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Reflection isn't about beating yourself up over mistakes. It's about learning from those lessons and growing and asking yourself, did I achieve what I planned? How did I handle the challenges? What emotions did I experience and why? And what should I do from this point onwards to behave differently or manage the situation better? This practice builds self-awareness and emotional intelligence. It also helps you identify patterns in your behavior so you can make better choices moving forward. And finally, when I say journaling is also a tool to look inside and connect with your inner self, it means it's a way to connect with your subconscious. In the Plan B journal, there is a section called Behind Your Mood. Here, you can write about your feelings, why you felt a certain way, what triggered those emotions, and what you can learn from them. Sometimes we avoid our emotions because they're uncomfortable, but journaling helps you face them because it's you versus you. You are honest with yourself. You can process them, write them, grow from them. Even if you're not sure how to express your feeling, write in riddles or metaphors. The act of writing will bring clarity. And finally, when and how to journal. Now, when is the best time to journal? Honestly, there is no one size fits all answer for me, morning used to be my go-to after reading The 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. But I realized mornings are also my most productive hours. So I switched my journaling time in the evening around 7 p.m. This way, I reflect on the majority of the day past, and I also plan for tomorrow. Experiment with what works for you. Okay, you might start with mornings and later find evening better, or vice versa. The key is to adapt your routine as you grow. That's the beauty of journaling. It's a journey of continuous improvement. And for those who have checked the website, because last week I published a blog around journaling, I put the download link where you can download the toolkit part of the journaling on a daily basis. That's where I use in Plan B journal how to journal my day. So you can use that template, but by all means, you don't need to limit yourself to any template. You can start with a blank sheet and start writing there and adapt and design your own journal. One other benefit of journaling is putting the reminders of some of the habits or routines that we are adapting in our daily life. I believe next week I will talk about habits, building routines, and I already put a blog in the website so you can refer to that as well. But using journal will help you as a reminder what are the habits I would like to design in my day and how I'm going to build them in my daily hours. I will talk about a loop of cue, crave, action, and reward. This is a methodology that James Clear explained in Atomic Habits, how we can adapt new habits in our life. And you can actually bring that to your journals and make a list of some of those cues and some of those actions that you need to take to adapt those new habits. In fact, part of those habits are foundations, where I put the link for the toolkit or the template I use for Plan B journal. You will see a part, call it Power B list. This is the list of main elements of the foundations that we need to make sure it's adapted as a routine in our daily life, because we don't want to think about necessarily deciding when to, for example, drink one glass of water or do meditation or reflections. These elements needs to be part of our daily life in a routine basis. So they will happen subconsciously without us thinking about them. They become part of our routines. And again, journaling is a very good tool to adapt this methodology. So now it's your turn, and I want you to grab a pen and notebook or download the Plan B Daily Journal template, where I have the link in the latest blog about journaling in the website. Again, the website is amirfarhangi.com, and spelling wise is Amir Farhangi with Y. Usually people use I instead of Y, so it goes somewhere else. So amirfarhangi with Y.com. And when you go to the blog part, there is a section for journaling, and you will find the blog, and there is the link for the template I use in Plan B methodology. And here is a quick journaling exercise. Write down your plans and priorities for the day or the day in front of you. And when it's finished around 7 p.m., if you want to do the way that I do it, around 7 p.m. I reflect on what happened and reviewing of the success I achieved or the lessons that I learned that day, and also the reflection about your grateful list. What is it that you are grateful? This is also important, to list items we are grateful in life, because it prompts us to do something about them. And also identify one thing that you need to improve through that day. And that will help you to, or initiate you to start working around a specific skill set or gathering some information. And that's it. Start small and watch how journaling grows inside you, and you will get used to it. It becomes part of your habit. And trust me, journaling transforms your mindset over time, and you will experience personal development and improvement within your life. So again, I encourage you to do this. It's very important. It's one of the main elements of Plan B methodology, where you check in all those elements of success and productivity through that journaling element. So this part, I also want to talk about the community update. I published the blog around journaling last week, so you can find that in the website, either in amirfarhangi.com or in planb.info. That's plan-b.info. And we also started looking at some of the motivational posts and stories in Instagram, live tips that I try to post in Instagram from this week onwards. And please introduce the website or introduce the Instagram, which is #AmirFarhangi, to your friends, and help me to grow the community further. I mentioned about the training videos, a step-by-step guide to how to use the Plan B journal, and I put this in the website, or I put this in the YouTube. As soon as I published it, I will update both in website and also in the Instagram. So I appreciate if you can share your thoughts, your feedbacks. I'd love to hear how these tools are helping you. I leave you with a quote about journaling from Hal Elrod. Keeping a journal is like developing a new muscle. It takes practice, but once built, it transforms your life, which is absolutely the best way to put it. It's like a muscle. We need to practice it. It's not like that we get a notebook and one day we write something and the other day we put it aside. The more we communicate with ourselves through our journal, we make the journal more creative, more effective, and a channel to develop ourselves, to plan and feedback around our shortfalls and improving those areas. It takes practice, but once built, it transforms our life. Well said. Right, and remember, this week's foundation tip is hydration. Start your day with a glass of water to replenish your body and energize your mind. It's simple act and powerful benefits. Your body dried out after 8 hours of sleep, and the first thing that you need to do is to hydrate it. And hopefully you of course have that enough amount of sleep. I know it depends on the physique and the body type. Some people needs 8 hours, some people might need less, but nevertheless it's important to maintain that healthy habit of enough rest, hydration afterwards. And the rest of the habits that hopefully next week, when we talk about routines and making habits, we learn how to bring all these elements of foundations, such as exercise afterwards, movements, or practice of the mindfulness, how can bring them more into that practice of habit making. So for now, thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Plan B podcast. If you found value in today's discussion, please share it with friends and leave a review in the website. Follow me on Instagram for daily inspiration, and don't forget to check out the blog for more tips and tools. Until next time, take care, stay positive, keep journaling, and you're one step closer to your best version of you. Bye for now and have an amazing day.